Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, distinguished guests and investors. We will do this in the following form. I will introduce the startup, I will introduce the presenter. Afterwards, we are going to a video pitch. And after that, we are going into a live Q&A.
Hello, everyone. My name is Suzanne, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of MeetFox. 6 years ago, I had to suddenly take over my father's company with 120 employees, and I was looking for a coach for myself. I needed one in that instant. Instead, it took me over 5 weeks to finally find one and schedule an appointment with. The process of writing endless emails back and forth, asking for prices, figuring out how and where to meet was so time consuming and frustrating that I decided to change that. In an era where it takes 2 clicks to order an Uber, 1 click to order a pizza, it shouldn't take 5 weeks to access a professional service. And this is why we created MeetFox. MeetFox is radically changing how professional service providers interact with their clients by making the services accessible at the push of a button. In 2019, 57 million Americans worked on demand and participated in the so-called gig economy. This trend is growing at a rapid pace, has been accelerated by COVID, and is affecting virtually every industry. Especially knowledge-based professionals, such as coaches, consultants, financial and legal advisors, are increasingly selling the services directly to clients. But along with independent work comes a large administrative burden, because these professionals spend over 6 hours every week on admin tasks, such as scheduling appointments, writing emails back and forth, sending invoices, checking payment receipts, and at best, managing all of these processes through disparate systems. MeetFox is exactly the infrastructure they need. MeetFox is an all-in-one solution for professionals to manage their meetings from start to finish, covering everything from scheduling to meeting to invoicing and payment. Let me show you how it works. With MeetFox, professionals get a booking page, which can be embedded on any website or simply shared via link. Clients can choose a service, select a date and time, enter their contact details. If it's a paid meeting, enter a credit card to ensure secure payment, and that is it. The client receives an email reminder and can enter the call with 1 click, without the need to download any software or plugin. It is very easy to use, creating a seamless experience for all parties. We have so far been able to acquire over 8,500 customers who monetize their meetings with MeetFox. We have experienced a large influx of new customers since the COVID-19 outbreak, have made over 180,000 in revenue since. However, in order to continue our rapid growth, we are not only offering our services directly to professionals who usually pay us a monthly subscription for using our product, but what is more is that we have found aggregators to be an amazing go-to-market strategy for us. Aggregators are either directories, associations, marketplaces, consulting-based companies who want to integrate MeetFox in order to allow for bookings, host video calls, and enable payments natively on their platform. And the best part of all is that they can easily charge commissions for each meeting and facilitate all the payments automatically. One example is this career platform that is using us for booking video career consultations. It was an old-fashioned directory, which we have transformed into a booking platform within a single day by embedding a single line of code. So if you click on any of the coaches right now, the calendar that you can see and the whole infrastructure behind it is actually powered by us. 14 months ago, I decided to pitch the idea at a pitching event with just an idea. This is where I found my 2 amazing co-founders who are just as passionate about shaping the future of work, and we are perfectly complementing each other in every possible way. Joseph has built apps for big Austrian banks. Tali has sold software as a service products for the past 6 years, on 3 different continents. To really have our business take off from here, we are actively seeking relationships with marketplaces and directories who want to digitize the pool of experts. Besides that, we are also currently raising a smaller round in preparation to our seed round at the beginning of next year. So if you are passionate about shaping the future of work with us, a virtual coffee meeting with me is just a click away via my MeetFox profile. Thank you very much.
Questions? Yes, I see already some of them. Aggregators. How do you involve and how do you attract aggregators?
Sure. Thanks a lot for that question. So the great thing about aggregators is that there are many aggregators out there. So there's so many directories, marketplaces, platforms where there are already a list of existing coaches, consultants, or other experts. For example, there is the International Coaching Federation. It's a huge list of coaches that you can find on the internet, all members of the International Coaching Federation. And what you can see there is regularly the email address, the name, a short description, and some kind of contact form or an email address to get in touch. What happens then is if you're looking for a coach, you have to write them an email, wait for a response, and at some point this whole interaction is being taken off from the aggregator's platform. And what we do with our system is we plug in as our solution into the aggregator's website so that they can suddenly host bookings, host video calls, and even handle payments on the aggregator's website without moving the interaction away from the platform, but keeping everything on the platform. And aggregators really like that idea because they want to make sure that they're providing a lot of value to the members, but also a lot of value to the end users who are looking for an expert. And at the same time, they have an additional incentive to work with us because we can also make sure that they can get a commission of every interaction that takes place on the aggregator platform. So they can even have an additional revenue stream if they want to. It's, of course, all optional, but there are many ways that we can work with them that is very beneficial for all parties. I hope that is fun. Yeah.
Yes, there's the next question already for the same topic. I work as a financial consultant, writes Gavin, and I use LinkedIn and have to deal with a lot of time wasters. How do you deal with time wasters and spammer type operators? Also, does your model work for face-to-face?
Yes. Okay. So first of all, we are saving time by allowing an automated approach to scheduling and to also handling the meeting. Usually, independent professionals spend a lot of time writing emails back and forth to even schedule an appointment. So that is all taken care of by our solution, allowing the end customer to book an appointment. There are various ways of doing that. Either you can have it on your website and really publicly available so that the clients can actually come to your website, book an appointment, pay for the appointment, and have the appointment with you, all happening on your website or on your LinkedIn or wherever. And that, of course, saves a lot of time. However, if you want to first filter people, you can also have a questionnaire in the booking process that allows you to accept and reject meetings after you see the requests coming in. So that is another way to save a lot of time because you can actually filter and vet people before they come to you. And the other thing is that, of course, video meetings do save a lot of time because you don't have to travel to the meetings and travel back, or your customer doesn't have to travel. And also, the meetings are usually more efficient because you get to the point very quickly. But at the same time, if you want to have phone meetings or even face-to-face meetings, all of that is possible through MeetFox as well. So you can set up your own offering, and you can say if you want to offer virtual meetings, if you want to offer virtual meetings via MeetFox or via Zoom or other platforms. If you want to offer face-to-face meetings or phone meetings, it doesn't really matter. The process is still the same, that meeting is scheduled, meeting is paid for, and then they can meet with you and have all of that taken care of. And the moment the meeting is over, an invoice is sent to your customer, so you don't have to worry about that either, which is also another time saver.
Switching to the commercial side, how much will you be raising now in the seed round, and what will you invest this into?
Sure. So currently, we just closed our pre-seed round 2 months ago, but we're still having it open because we realized that we're getting a lot of momentum right now, and we are also realizing that we actually need to put in some more resources into our team and build up our team a little more because we're getting a lot of requests from aggregators, and we're actually having difficulties handling all of that. We just finished actually also today Techstars New York, which we are part of at the moment, which also means that we are getting a lot of interest and momentum. For that reason, we want to double the investment that we just got. So we want to raise another 250,000 at the moment. And then we want to raise our seed round by the beginning of next year, end of Q1 next year. And there we are looking at a round of a total of 1 million, to give you an idea.
What are your main competitors? Is this a very frequented market?
Yes, thanks a lot for that question. Of course, there are many competitors in that market because our whole economy is moving into the gig economy. People are working more independently, and there are many solutions that are trying to tackle the problem and help these independent professionals be more successful. One of our competitors is Calendly, which is helping people schedule appointments, but they're focusing a lot on the scheduling part and do not have integrated solutions for the payment or the video calling. And what that means is that your end users, the customers that are trying to book an appointment, have to then go into Calendly, book an appointment, then go to Zoom, have a meeting, and then pay via PayPal and get an invoice somewhere else. So it's still a very complicated process. And also for the majority of people that are not tech savvy, this is actually a really big challenge to even set up. Then, of course, there's the video solutions out there that we all know about, such as this one, Zoom, for example, that are really great in what they do. But again, they're not helping with the before meeting and after meeting. And what our big vision is to not only focus on the meetings itself, but to really give people, independent professionals, a business in a box solution that allows them to manage their business online without actually setting everything up in a matter of minutes and not having to worry about all different kinds of things that they have to set up and all the tech that they have to implement, but that they just have one solution that just works for them, that has the entire workflow represented in one product. And so with that kind of approach, we are very unique because we are integrating all of this into one solution. And what also makes us very unique is this aggregator model that none of our competitors are doing. So if you're trying to have a scheduler/video calling solution completely embedded on your website, it is quite difficult to find a competitor in the market. And we've had a lot of customers come to us and say, oh, I had no idea that this exists. I was looking for a solution for months and couldn't find one. And a lot of them have to then develop it by themselves. With us, it's really just within a few minutes, they can have the solution on their website. So that is a big advantage.
An additional question on the competition: do you see the tech companies as competitors who are more and more also entering this field or integrated in their solutions out there?
Yes, of course. There's, for example, Facebook has some kind of payment solution that they're implementing. They have also some video solution, or you can talk via the messenger. What we do see, though, is that people are putting a lot of emphasis on creating their own brand and having their own presentable profile online, and they want to have a website. They want to provide a really professional image to the clients. And so because they want to do that all on their terms, with their design, with their way of handling a customer, it is very difficult to squeeze that into an existing platform oftentimes. And we do see, for example, LinkedIn as an optimal place for us to plug our solution in. And we are seeing a lot of our customers having a MeetFox link right now in the description to allow for whenever you find a customer that actually the booking can also take place there. And we don't really see them as a competitor, but more of a good way for us to help our professionals get more clients.
Susanne, thanks a lot. Your final remarks to the investors.
I would love to actually start any conversation. So if you are interested in having a talk about the future of work, if you're interested about learning more on MeetFox, I would love to connect. I think on my presentation there was this booking link at the end, but you can also find me on LinkedIn. And yeah, would love
And
to.
we have prepared an investor launch for you. We talk about that later.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. All the best.
Much.
Greetings to New York.
Bye. Thanks. Bye bye.